Hi, this is Scott Siskin. I'm the president of First Republic Mortgage Bankers. When you need a mortgage, call First Republic Mortgage Bankers and deal direct. Eliminate the middleman. No mortgage broker fees. Stop wasting your hard-earned money on your high-rate mortgage and your credit cards. You can save every single month by refinancing. You personally can save every month by locking in the lowest rates in over 30 years. And we make house calls to the entire tri-state area 7 days a week. Call 718-380-0006 if you're buying a home or you want to refinance your home. 718-380-0006.
First Republic Mortgage Bankers, Eddie Albert. Eddie, once again, Squeeze is always doing a lot of talking, man. Maybe I need to let you do some talking today, talk about all the good things that First Republic Mortgage Bankers is doing. I didn't know that Scott has been doing that principal for a day things for so long, man. So
he's been doing that a long time, and Scott's been a big supporter of that school, doing a lot of contributions, personal time, getting me involved over there. I was a teacher at one time, so I've worked with Mrs. Longo, the principal over there. She's a great lady. It's a really great situation when you can mix business with pleasure.
Right.
And it's nice to see the kids.
Here it is, business with education.
Business with education, right?
Right. But anyway, folks, Eddie Alba, loan officer from First Republic Mortgage Bankers, is hanging out here with Squeeze again. And every time he's in studios, man, he has helped so many people who call him on the phone lines. And, we're realizing that people want to speak with a loan officer one-on-one. People want to be, people always call up and say, am I going to be going on the air? You ever
all the time.
All the time. No. When you call here to speak with a loan officer, you're not going to go on the air. And please don't call as yet. He's going to be talking for a couple of minutes, not too long. And then you can speak with Eddie Albert about any kind of loan programs. So I'll let you jump it off, man. What do you want to talk about today about mortgages?
Squeeze, we've been doing this for a long time now, several months. I've been coming to the studio, and I think listeners are finally believing that they can help this situation. They're finally getting it because I've been really inundated with new business, new refinances, new purchase. The purchase market is starting to pick up because people are, I know Scott says think out inside the box, but they've been thinking, hey, I can buy a home. The prices have dipped a little bit. The rates are still at historically low levels, so it makes borrowing a lot more affordable. And the refis are picking up because people are saying, you know what, I've been late a couple times with my mortgage, but I understand the FHA is very forgiving, and it is. 2 days ago, I had a woman in the office, and she had an adjustable, and she had a ton of credit card debt, and she was getting swallowed up by the process. We were able to get rid of all her debt, save her several $100s a month on her bills. And now she only has one bill. So, you can do it. You got to believe you can do it. And part of that is just simply calling me or one of the other loan officers. But you have to believe that, hey, you know what, there is help out there. Like I've said before, it doesn't hurt to make a phone call. All we can do is look at your situation and give you an honest answer. If I can't help you, I'm going to tell you straight up. I'm a busy guy, but I want to help people. But if I can't help you, I'm going to look and investigate it to the fullest of my abilities, and then I'll call you, and there'll be a turnaround time of a very short time period that you'll know exactly what I can do. But in many, many cases, many of the borrowers are ecstatic when I give them a call back and say, I got great news for you.
Right.
We're going to save you a lot of money.
What are some of the challenges that needs to be overcome when you get a lot of these calls? And what are some of the things that you think is holding back a lot of these folks from even doing the research, calling and talking and getting the facts? What do you think is really holding a lot?
I think one of the biggest challenges that people have is they're not totally aware. They get credit card bills in the mail every week, twice a month. They've never really sat down and added all those bills up. They never really looked closely and said, wait a minute, my mortgage payment is one part of the monies that I lay out of my hard-earned first job, 2 jobs, 3 jobs. Listen, I worked 2, 3 jobs all my life, and I know what it is to work hard. But you've got to work smart. And that's recently, the last 10 years, I've been working more smart than harder.
Right.
And you really have to sit down and say, wait a minute, I've got 6 credit cards. I've got another mortgage payment I'm basically paying. These credit cards are adding up to another mortgage payment. If people have one bill and it's their mortgage payment, they're usually not in trouble. That's the obstacle that I see. People have to take their bills out, look at them and say, oh boy, I'm paying 20 to 30% on this credit card. I didn't know that. I didn't look at the fine print.
Can you do that for a lot of folks today? Can they all just call you up and give you an approximate amount of how many bills they have? And can they ultimately meet you in person?
Absolutely.
Bring all their bills together. And can you give them different scenarios and options? And also for you to tell them whether or not they can help. Can you reach out to them? I mean, can they call you today on that?
Absolutely. The biggest thing is gathering some information, because that'll give us a true understanding where they personally are in their financial situation. Everybody's different.
Sure.
Listen, some people have 2 cards, but they have an adjustable. Some people have 8 cards and they want to consolidate. But let's face it, everybody with their complex lives today wants to simplify their life a little bit.
Definitely. So here's what we're going to do, folks. Once again, his name is Eddie Albert. He's from First Republic Mortgage Bankers. A lot of folks out there across the tri-state area, some of you even owning properties in Florida, in Georgia, Pennsylvania, Maine, South Carolina, Maryland. Right now, Eddie Albert is going to be going back to one of the offices, and he's going to be taking your calls personally off the air and confidentially speak with you about you refinancing at a very low interest rate or purchasing a home. Give a ring to the studios right now and ask for Eddie. Okay, that's Eddie. Let's say like Eddie Murphy. Eddie. Eddie. All right, give him a call right now. The number is 718-325-5555. That's 718-325-5555. Ask Eddie also about the FHA programs, plural, because we have the FHA Secure, we have the other programs. Okay, ask him about the non-conforming program. Ask him about the fact that you have had some credit challenges. You missed a bill here or there. Give him a buzz. Talk to him. Once again, folks, he would like to help you, especially if you have credit card debts, especially if you need some cash out of your house. You can do it. And what he will do before you sign or do anything at all, he'll give you an outline of what your future will look like. He'll even put it in writing for you. This way, you have some recourse. The number, folks, is 718-325-5555.